Transfer deadline day is never a dull day at Chelsea Football Club. There's been outgoings, possibly incomings, so we're going to be breaking it all down, and I'm going to give you Mango's thoughts on every single outgoing, whether that be a loan deal and an incoming. So if you are new here, make sure you hit that like button, hit that subscribe button to be part of the Mango community. Like I've just mentioned, whether you like the sporting directors or the manager or the owners, there's never a dull moment when it comes to Chelsea and transfers, and there has been a lot of outgoings today. And if we're perfectly honest, I don't know where to start because it just feels like everybody gets linked to Chelsea Football Club. There's just links hitting me, tweets hitting me from everywhere. But we're going to start with some outgoings. And I want to start with Charney Chukwuemeka because for me, this one hurts a little bit because I think there's a lot of talent there. Somebody who could have a future at Chelsea Football Club. So as an official, here we go from Fabrizio Romano. Borussia Dortmund agree a loan deal for Charney Chukwuemeka from Chelsea. Here we go. Loan move and buy option clause included for value higher than 40 million release clause, which isn't bad considering Chelsea only paid, 20 million for him? Salary covered until June and loan fee also included. Medical on Monday. I'm happy for the lad because he's not getting a look in at Chelsea Football Club, so Chelsea are saving on his wages and they also got the possibility of getting 40 plus million for him, so it's not a bad deal for Chelsea considering he's a player that you weren't going to use. What I found interesting is Chelsea did say that they've seen a long-term future at the football club for Charney Chukwuemeka. And for me, I don't buy that because if you've seen a long-term future for Charney at the football club, he would have had more minutes than what he's had this season. Undoubtedly, the only reason Chelsea didn't want to buy an option on the loan deal is because if he goes there and absolutely smashes it, Borussia Dortmund could trigger the option for 40 million or 45 million. So the only reason Chelsea didn't want an option for a fee on there was probably for financial reasons. But I'm glad they've put that option in there because every footballer deserves to play. And although clubs see them as assets, we also need to see them as human beings. So I really wish him all the best. It's unfortunate that it didn't work out with Chelsea. It's not because he's a bad player. I actually think the injury come at just the wrong time. Had he not got injured last season, I actually think he would have been a big part of Pochettino's plan. And who knows, Enzo Maresca could have looked at him and thought, he's my type of player. But there's not just Charney Chukwuemeka heading out on loan. We've also got Ben Chilwell. And this is about time. It's about time he goes and plays football. So an agreement confirmed between Crystal Palace and Chelsea for Ben Chilwell on loan till the end of June. Look, he needs to go out and play, but it does leave Chelsea short at left back because we've got Marc Cucurella. I don't really fancy Malo Gusto playing there. He can do a job. But when you're playing at the elite level in the Premier League, you don't want him there on a consistent basis if there's an injury to Marc Cucurella. Now, this isn't me saying we should have kept Ben Chilwell because he doesn't fit Enzo Maresca's style of play. So what I'm suggesting is, and what I hope, is Samuel Ishe-Smith gets promoted into the senior team. There's a reason why Chelsea spent money on him when he was a young academy prospect at Everton. And that's because they believed in the boy. So show that you believe in this lad. Let him play in the Europa Conference League. Put him into a few Premier League squads. Gets used to the surroundings and how everything works, and then we'll build from there. But I definitely want to see Samuel promoted into the senior team. And then there's another loan deal, and this probably is one player that absolutely divides fan bases. Whether he plays for your club or not, everybody's got something to say about Joao Felix, whether he's good, bad, what system he fits in. He's not favoured by Enzo Maresca. As reported by Fabrizio Romano, AC Milan have submitted an official bid to Chelsea for Joao Felix on loan, deal valid until June. Club-to-club direct contact to follow for negotiations, with players agent George Mendes also involved. Now, I really do expect this to get done. Now, it's a 6-month loan deal. He's only been at the club for 6 months, and that's a surprising thing. I didn't quite understand the signing. Do I rate Joao Felix? Yes. Do I think Joao Felix needs a good environment and the right system for himself? Yes. Do I believe he could eventually work in an Enzo Maresca system and offer Chelsea something different when they need to change a game? Absolutely. But Enzo Maresca just clearly doesn't favour him, and you cannot have an asset like that just sitting on the bench, just wasting your money pretty much, because he's just taking wages without giving anything back, although that's not anything of his choice. Look, I'm a big fan of Joao Felix, but I just think he's been misconsumed in the in the wider scale of social media. Atletico Madrid wasn't the right choice for him, and I feel like this transfer from Atletico Madrid to Chelsea and Conor Gallagher going the other way was kind of like a you scratch our back, we'll scratch your back. Chelsea needed to offload Conor Gallagher or somebody else that has come through the academy to comply with PSR rules. So I kind of feel like Atletico Madrid said, we'll take Conor Gallagher if you take Joao Felix off our hands, because Atletico Madrid wanted rid of Joao Felix because of the high wages. They weren't getting the best out of him. So I do feel it was one of those transfers that you help us out, we'll help you out. And this is a stage that we've got to. And I feel sorry for players in this situation. I really do. And I hope Joao Felix manages to go out to Milan, just enjoy his football. Whether he scores 100 goals or scores 1 goal, just go out there, enjoy your life, enjoy football. Because that's what life's all about, right? Just enjoying yourself and doing something that makes you happy. And he's clearly not getting a look in at Chelsea because we've won 1 out of the last 7 Premier League games. Joao Felix just isn't getting a look in, considering that we're not in form and we need to change something to try and spark a bit of life, spark a bit of magic into the squad. So I do expect this one to get done. It's a shame, again, it's not working out with Chelsea Football Club. You probably guessed it. We're about to speak about more loan deals, and I put these two together because I want to talk about them together instead of isolation. So Aaron Anselmino is expected to stay at Chelsea, with Enzo Maresca agreeing the decision. He did have a loan move set to Marseille, and I feel like they recalled this one in order to send Joao Felix to Milan. That's a different story for another day. But also, as reported by Fabrizio Romano, at this time of the deadline day, Aston Villa have stopped talks with Disasi, considering different options. Disasi agreed terms with Villa last week, but Chelsea requested a higher fee due to UEFA Champions League competition. Chelsea accepted Spurs' bid for Disasi. It's up to the player. It's believed that Disasi has rejected going to Tottenham Hotspur. Now, the reason I put these two together, because I feel if Disasi stays, and Anselmino has to go out and loan for his development, because I just can't see him playing over Disasi. Should he play over Disasi? In my opinion, yes, especially in the Europa Conference League, but I just don't think Enzo Maresca is going to do it. So in order for Anselmino to get game time, to really get accustomed to European football, a loan move would have been perfect for 6 months until the end of the season, and then you assess him again in pre-season. Now, because Disasi is likely to stay, I don't think Anselmino will get the minutes he deserves. Tottenham also offered Chelsea £6 million for this loan deal, but we need to have a balanced argument. It's not all about just kicking players out the door. It's about where they go as well. And if I'm putting myself in Chelsea's shoes, what they're probably looking at, and the reason why they kind of don't want Disasi to leave, is because Tottenham at the minute are playing a makeshift centre-back. They're playing a midfielder at centre-back. So they don't want to offer Tottenham a natural centre-back. I don't think Tottenham have got any hopes of qualifying for the UCL, to be honest. I don't think, one, they kind of find the form, and two, they're too far adrift to qualify for the UCL, but they can sneak into European places, in my opinion. And you don't want to strengthen their squad. Would Disasi be strengthening their squad? I'm not so sure, but it would give them a more natural centre-back instead of Archie Gray playing at centre-back, if that makes sense. I just kind of feel for Aaron Anselmino in this situation, because a loan move for 6 months would have been perfect. Would have been perfect because he would play at Marseille, and at Marseille he would kind of get accustomed to how European players play, because under Roberto De Zerbi, he likes to play out from the back. He wants his players to be cool, composed on the ball, and I kind of feel for Anselmino here, because I kind of feel like Marseille under Roberto De Zerbi would have been perfect for him, because he would have coached him a lot in possession, making the right decisions, what to do, when to do, where to show for the ball, things like that, and it would have just got him accustomed to playing out from the back a lot more, because that's what Roberto De Zerbi specialises in. We're seeing it a lot at Brighton. So I kind of feel like a Marseille move under Roberto De Zerbi would have been perfect, and the French league is a physical league as well, very physical, athletic, powerful. So that would have got him more accustomed to maybe playing in the Premier League next season. But hey, it's a shame it hasn't went through. But there has been talk about some incomings to Chelsea Football Club, and it's no surprise that it's two under 21 players. However, I must say, these are two players I can get behind. These are two signings I can get excited about. Let's start with Amadou. Came through the Saint Etienne Academy. He's been playing in the senior team, and they're renowned for developing players. Now, they're both midfielders, but have different qualities. I kind of feel like Amadou is a signing that with Strasbourg in mind, because Andre Santos will be coming back to Chelsea next season. I kind of think like he would go to Strasbourg and replace Andre Santos in Strasbourg, which I think would absolutely be perfect for him. A season in France, because he's only just stepped into the senior team at St. Etienne this season. So a season out on loan would do him the world of good. Dario Essugo came through the Sporting Academy and is now on loan at Las Palmas, where he's been absolutely excelling. And I kind of feel like this signing, Chelsea will keep at the club for the rest of the season and provide cover for Enzo Fernandez and Moses Caicedo. Now, these are two midfielders that bring different qualities. And if you want to hear about their qualities, and if you want so, I'll do a scout report on both of them, maybe comparing the two, but I'll also do individual ones. If you want to see that, please let us know in the comments below. Or if I get over 100 likes on this video, I'll definitely do one. But yeah, that's all the transfer talk for Chelsea at the moment. So I want to hear your thoughts. Are you happy about those outgoings? What do you make about Anselmino staying? And what do you make about the possibility of Dario Essugo and Amagu signing for Chelsea Football Club? Now, I get it because a lot of people are calling for either Leslie Ugochukwu or Andre Santos to be recalled. I get that because I think that's probably the most logical option. But there must be a reason why this isn't happening, whether that be something in the contracts or there must be a reason why Chelsea sporting directors feel it's best to keep them out on loan. Now, one thing I will say is if Chelsea Football Club don't qualify for the UCL this season, that's not on Enzo Maresca. That's probably on the sporting directors. But there's still 12 hours left of the transfer window. So let's see what happens. But I want to hear your thoughts. Drop us a comment in the below. Drop us a like as well and a subscribe while you're at it so you can join the Mango Fruit Basket family. But until next time, and good luck tonight. We've got West Ham tonight. Up the Chels.